Hi, this is Kamera Points in the Bible, day number 56, Numbers chapter 33 and 34. One of the points, guys, is how God told Moses to document their journey. And you'll see in today's read how, he's showing them where they were, where they started from, and different points in their journey, their route in their journey. And that is very important. That's one of the things I truly regret is that I didn't journey my life, journal my life. I did not document my life in every stage of my life, during every stage of my life. But I do so often reflect on the different stages of my life, like from where I was and where God brought me from when I was a kid, my thought process at that time, when I was a teenager, my thought process, my experiences, how God was in that, and when I was a young adult, when I became a mother, when I became a wife, when I became a woman of God, my interest in God, and during the time that I started to practice God, and the different stages of my spiritual life. I often reflect on that and I see God in that and how He's proven Himself to me. I wish I would have documented on black and white, but I documented them in my heart. I documented them in my mind, and I often reflect on those things. And let me tell you guys, very crucial in your growth to reflect on where God is. Do it often, do it daily, do it as much as you can. It's not hard to praise Him when you do that. It's not hard to see who He is, what He is capable of, what He's done for you, and that you're going to believe that He's able to do it again because you've documented this in your heart. You've experienced it and you documented the before and the after, the journey. Just saying, it's very critical. So I love the fact that God had Moses to document their journey, and we should document our journey. Don't just forget what God has done for you, and He's only good since the last time He did something for you. No, always reflect. If I've doubted, if I've everything. So I love that part. The children of Israel, God told them, Moses to tell the children of Israel, when you get to your promised land, to get rid of the inhabitants that are already there. Destroy their idols as well, their images. He says if you don't, they're going to become a problem. And guys, that right there, we don't want to be that killjoy. We don't want to be that square. We don't want to be that person who just. We have to be careful. We have to be careful what we embrace. We just have to. Um, we have to. There are influences out there. Everything that we are exposed to influences us. We are attracted to rebellion. We are attracted to rebellion. And I'm going to give you an example. One of the things that we do when we're kids, we want to be adults. We want to do what the adults do. I remember my granddaughter used to say, "I'm gonna, walk like Mom do." She started like a lady. And another thing is alcohol. TV makes it look so cool, so much fun. So when we can taste the peach, we want to act like the people on TV. And then we're old enough to drink. Now we want to drink like the people on TV because it's the cool thing, it's the hip thing. We're attracted to the rebellion, to the rebellious thing. They look cool, they look rough, they look tough. We're attracted to those things, but we need to be careful because it becomes a trap. Ask yourself why you do those things. If it doesn't line up with God, reject them. If you don't have to do it, don't do it. If it's not helping you in a positive way, don't do it. Marijuana has been one of the biggest things where people, you have certain movies, oh, they look cool, like they're fun, like they jiving. You got to be careful. Don't embrace everything. I have parents who will say, if my kids have sex, that's okay because I did it too. Yeah, premarital sex. God says no. Okay, I experienced it, but I still told my kids, God said no. So when we did it, of course, sin is fun. But once we see how we offended God in that thing, be bold enough to stand for righteousness. I did it, Lord, forgive me for it. But teach our children, God said no. And this is why he said no. And you'll see, he's not trying to keep all the fun from you, but there's a way we have to do things. But again, yeah, we like rebel. We're attracted to rebellion. It's cool. It's fun. That person's stuff. We envy that stuff, and we have to be careful. And yeah, don't embrace everything. There's this thing where people will say, "Well, I experimented." Yeah, be careful of that. That's one of those words. I experimented. Be careful. You don't have to do everything. And so we can have fun without all of that. We can. I'm just saying we can. And yeah, so God told them the things that I meant for them, I'm going to do. What I planned for them, I'm going to do for you. We have to be wise. We have to ask God to help us through this thing called life, this life journey. Don't embrace everything because you don't want to be that person. I'm just saying, Lord, give us wisdom. Give us wisdom. And then the final thing that I like to point out is how God told them to distribute the lands amongst the other 9.5 tribes. Because remember, the 2.5 tribes, they got the east of Jordan, and you have the rest of them who's supposed to get their land on the west side of Jordan. So he told them to get the leaders to help to assign those lands. And I love the fact the help. The pride help, right? Be careful of that pride. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't abuse asking for help, but don't be afraid to ask for help. Our help should always first come from God. Ask God for, give me wisdom and direction on what I should do. And if I need help, Lord, send me the help or point me to who I should be asking for this help. So guys, so many points. If there's anything that you'd like to add, please place them in the comments area. That's points in the Bible. Day number 56, Numbers chapter 33 and 34. You have a God-filled blessed day.